Hello and welcome to today's edition of Top Rated Recruiter Spotlight. My name's Adam Conrad. I'm the founder and CXO of Great Recruiters. We are the review generation, brand promotion, the transparency and trust platform for recruiters and staffing agencies. And I am joined here today with Diego Neria of Concentric Healthcare. He is one of our Q3 top rated recruiters. And Diego, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Adam. Thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing awesome, man. I always love this. I love talking to folks. I love talking to recruiters. Um, Probably hear it all the time. There's good recruiters and there's great recruiters. And when I get a chance to talk to somebody who is loved by their candidates, I know you're doing a great job. And before we really jump in, one, congratulations on being named top rated recruiter for Q3 2024. That's not an easy feat. So kudos to you on that. And reading your reviews, I'll tell you what, it's no doubt. Diego comes in with new to the platform, 35 reviews, 97% highly recommended, a 4.92 rating. And I'm going to read one of my favorite reviews because I think this like encompasses everything that we do. And this person flat out says, Diego has been a standout recruit the entire time I've worked with him over the past couple years. And that's the part I love. You have candidates that are coming back for more because you're doing such a great job. He's always on the lookout for opportunities that fit my specific needs and preferences. Another thing, we're not trying to jam the wrong thing, fit a square peg in a round hole. And he's professional, a pleasure to communicate with. So I could read more and more reviews, and they all kind of say the same thing. People love working with you. They love the fact that you actively listen. They feel heard, which I think is so important. So kudos to you and all the great reviews. But enough about me. Talking about you. Let's hear from you. Talk to us a little bit. Give us a little bit about your background.
Sounds good. Well, listen, one of the things that I can say about my background is that I've always been a good listener. A little bit about me. I'm actually so we're based out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm actually born and raised in Scottsdale, about minutes walking from the hospital that I was born at. Um, I attended the local high school. I went to Arizona State University. I grew up in a Boys and Girls Club. So a lot of things that I've dealt with have been through communication, either by mentorship, giving myself to the community, and then so forth, allowing myself to just really advocate in healthcare or outside of healthcare and whatever I do.
That's awesome. And how did you get into the staffing industry?
Well, one day, a buddy of mine who we played basketball, we're talking about, our graduation. Well, my graduation was coming up, and I was kind of asking questions like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" He then sparked interest of like, "I'm currently recruiting right now in healthcare. I do X, Y, and Z. I listen to people, I place them, and ultimately I build relationships, which ultimately has a lot of value into what I like to do." And this was
Yeah,
back in 2016, so.
yeah,
I was presented in the industry about 8 years now, and
yeah.
ultimately just came natural to me speaking to people and understanding what needs people were looking for, understanding their story, and it all came into fruition.
Yeah. And it's great to know like you were here early on. You went through the entire crazy pandemic era and you came out good on the other side. So I imagine you've kind of had three different tales of a healthcare recruiter since 2016.
Since 2016, I was actually recruiting for a different form of recruiting and company at the time, but
Gotcha.
ultimately just stuck with me. So I was actually, just to clarify, I was here post pandemic, like maybe
Yep.
2021, in the
Yep.
healthcare field, where I was able to understand what really happened during that time,
Gotcha.
and ultimately got the end tail of it. So kudos to those who did stay to it.
Yeah.
I
No,
was
no.
able to kind of understand a little bit afterwards, but ultimately it shaped a lot of people, and I was lucky enough to kind of be after it, understand where I can progress from here.
Certainly. And what were you recruiting prior to the healthcare side?
It was light industrial general labor
Gotcha.
style of recruiting I did, so it was really quick, fast paced.
Right.
Definitely had me on my toes, but understood the needs of people and the needs of clients early on.
That's awesome. And you're new to the platform, like you've been in the industry. How has Great Recruiters helped you?
Oh, it's helped me tremendously. It gave me a boost of confidence and a line to know that people that have helped in the past, and more so in short terms, the last few years, have greatly impacted them in the way that I've maneuvered them from, either first time travelers to experienced travelers, and then learning that I've been able to place them multiple times. So it's boosted my confidence. It's allowed my work to talk for me. So
Yeah.
anytime anybody has like, hey, why should I work with you? Or, why should I choose this company? I can directly send them the link. And it's been, what's that saying? Talk is cheap, let my work talk for me. So I'm allowing
Yeah.
that to really navigate with anybody I'm talking to, either for the first time or, been with them with me for a while. So it's like it feels like a boost of confidence, and it
Yeah.
ultimately
Oh,
means a
that's
lot.
great. And what's the response when you're sharing that link out and people are like, "Ah, I don't really know, should I trust you? Should I not?" And then you share them that link. What's the response back that you get from the candidates out there?
Well, in that case, like I was, really thinking about their response, and it's ultimately they probably get in touch with so many recruiters at a time, so it
Right.
allows them to know, like, oh, Diego knows what he's working on. And
Right.
I've had a lot of people advocate, like, oh, you do listen, like you do this, well,
Right.
and I really do enjoy talking to you. So it kind of shows everything into a platform of, like, I'm not only saying this just because it's the first time I'm talking to you, like
Right.
it allows them to kind of see it, and they know it right away. They know when I'm
People
talking to you.
say you do what it says on the tin. Somebody early on says it, and I didn't know what it meant, but evidently there's a commercial, and it's about you do exactly what you say you're going to do, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that promise everything and they don't follow through. So obviously your actions follow through. It's evident in the reviews that you've gotten, and being named top rated, that's not an easy achievement. We don't make it easy to get that. What does it mean? What did it mean to you, like when you found out you were named the top rated recruiter for Q3 2024?
It meant a lot. It meant a lot just because I know I'm a very competitive person. Growing up playing sports, like always just trying to outdo, either your competition or yourself. It means tremendous, it does tremendously mean a lot to me. It ultimately gives me a boost of confidence. I like to know where I currently rank, and
Yeah.
anytime I can have an achievement, it provides some energy to what I'm looking to strive to the finish line. And so it definitely meant a lot to me.
That's awesome. And talk a little bit in the healthcare realm. Talk a little bit about the types of roles, positions that you focus on. Give a little background on Concentric, and just give us a little more insight into the folks that you help.
Yes, sir. So I'm right now I'm in the allied division. So we focus on radiology, surgical needs, and pharmacy. So right now, my expertise has been providing a lot of facilities with CT, X-ray, surgical techs all across the U.S. So all 50 states. And so basically, our company has really grown the radiology department post COVID. And so we've always focused on that and also per diem. But basically, we've been able to establish a good amount of candidates that we've been working with in the past that stayed with us throughout the years. And I know there's a lot of candidates that still are under Concentric through, you know, during COVID, post COVID, but they definitely
Right.
stuck with us because they know that we've been able to provide through them through tough times. And, my expertise does come down a lot to the allied. And I know right now it's a growing field and opportunity where there's a lot of competition out there, but we've held our own and we've been able to, really advocate throughout all these years to kind of know that, they know
Yeah.
that we understand what the trends in the market is. They know that
Yeah.
they're in good hands.
They know they're in good hands. And so speaking of being in good hands, talk to me. I'm an allied professional. I'm reaching out. I'm talking to you the first time. Like, what kind of experience can I expect working with you, working with Concentric?
Basically, if it's a first time candidate that's talking to Concentric Healthcare, I definitely want to let them know that we're here to understand, what they're looking for. And maybe they're, assisting and looking for a particular location, a particular pay package. But ultimately, in Concentric, we want to make sure that we want to know who you are. Tell us a little bit about your story, what you're looking for, why you're getting in this field. Let me know, let me tell you what you may not know about the opportunity that's out there right now for you, what to look forward to, the unexpected. And I feel as if that warm hand, that warm hug, that first time, like, oh, okay, maybe we can open up a little more, see what, Diego knows what he's talking about. We're in good hands. This company will take care of any need that you're looking for, maybe challenge you a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
you're coming into an expectation that you're saying, oh, I'm only looking for a certain area. I want to understand why you're only looking for that area. Maybe you have an interest, a hobby that can explore to a different area that you may not have thought about. We love to challenge that. We love to say, hey, you know what? I know you were looking for this area, but let's go ahead and push over here and maybe see what else is out there for you to understand that, not only we're listening, but we want to make sure that you can get all the experience that you are as either a first-time traveler, an experienced traveler, but ultimately moving forward as you're progressing in that field.
That's awesome, man. I gotta say, look, there are good recruiters, there are great recruiters. If you are looking for, I think, as Diego said, a warm hug, if you're looking for somebody who wants to be an active listener, somebody that's going to focus on your needs, you're in the allied space. I mean, look no further. If you're looking to find a recruiter for life, look no further. Contact Diego, and man, you just got a calming sense about you. You just it's cool, calm, and collective, man. I just love it. You know your stuff. You know what you know the value that you bring, the confidence that you have, and I again love the fact of everyone just active listening comes up, and I think far too often recruiters are trying to push their agenda, push their jobs, and it becomes pushy. And what I'm hearing is you're going to sit down, understand what they're looking for, make sure that it's the right fit. If it's not today, maybe it's tomorrow, but you're going to build that relationship, stay in contact. And, kudos to you, man. You're doing a great job out there.
I appreciate him. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, hey, as I always say, continue going out there and being great. Congratulations again on being named a top-rated recruiter. For some reason, I feel like I'm going to continue seeing your name on the list quarter after quarter after quarter. That competitive edge in there, wanting to be on that leaderboard. I love it. But again, congratulations. I wish you all the best, and thanks for joining me today, Diego.
Thanks a lot, Adam. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. All right, everyone, go out there and be great.